So when drying a vehicle, a lot of people will tell you that the only and best way to dry a vehicle is using some form of a blower, like an air blower or like one of those ego blowers, because you're not touching the car at all compared to a towel. So it seems like very logical at first glance, but the reality is in the real world, a drying towel, a high quality drying towel is still better at drying, but you do need to use a lubricant when drying because the lubricant will help the towel glide, so there's less friction, little to no friction, when you glide your towel against the car. Now, the people who swear by the air blower that they're not touching the car, that's why it's the best way to dry it. But let's think about their logic. What do they do right after they do that? Don't they spray some kind of detail spray or a wax or a sealant, and then they rub it with the towel, a microfiber towel, sometimes even less quality than their drying towel? So think about it. They're saying that the best way to dry is with the blower because you're not using a towel, you're not using friction, but then they go after and apply a sealant, a wax, or a spray with the microfiber towel, which a lot of times is of less quality. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't, right? That's why I'm saying in the real world, drying with a high quality microfiber towel and a good lubricant like a detail spray or a rinseless wash, and making sure, inspecting that there's no pebbles or rocks or leaves on your towel, because if there is and you're dragging your towel, that's what will actually cause the marring and the sore marks. But as long as it's a high quality, there's no pebble, there's no rock, and you're using a rinseless aid or a drying aid, and you just gently glide your towel, that's actually the best way to dry the paint. Now, that doesn't mean that these are not very helpful. These come in handy and are super helpful, but I'm just saying don't believe the people who say that the only and best way to dry a car is with a blower or compressed air. Everything has its time and place.